Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
Hey, got this story here. It's pretty interesting. I think a lot of ladies would like this. Women listen to the things that confuse them the most about men. Basically, they had questions about things that we do. Making the list was, why does it take men so long to go to the bathroom?
So long.
Yeah. Apparently we take a long time going to the bathroom.
I don't take a long time to go to the bath. I've never even thought about that.
Apparently
Maybe
your
they
husband
should
has
look
a
at
long time going number two.
maybe their husband has a problem.
Why do they dig random holes? Are you digging random holes?
You know what? When I'm on a beach, I will dig a hole. I love digging holes in the sand. If I could do that for a job, you could ask my wife. Anytime we're on a beach, I'm always digging a hole or somehow in the sand. I don't know.
I thought this was interesting. Why do guys like to stare out the window so often? And you and I have done that. We've gone to the window here and we just look out.
Just to see what's going on. I don't know.
I just like it.
I don't know. Is that bred into us?
I guess so.
Women don't look out windows? Come on.
Here's an interesting question, a little edgier. What happens to your junk when you run?
What an odd question.
They want to know what it feels like? Why don't men like going to the doctor? I know a lot of guys that do not go to the doctor. They say, no, I'll be fine.
Yeah, most of them are afraid to find out what they're going to say. I'm like, well, that's a really bad way of going about it because then you're going to find out too late. I have no problem going to the doctor.
Here was one that I found very interesting, and I agree with women asking this. Why do men pay a lot of money just for pictures of feet? There's a lot of guys that pay money to see feet. I have no idea. I don't get it.
Looking at the wrong guy on that one. I can't stand feet, period.
I don't get
nobody's feet.
But ladies, we are here for you. And if you have any interesting questions that you'd like to know about men, why do men do this? Why do men do that? Sherman and I are going to try to answer that question best for you.
Yeah, we're going to find some men around here. Oh, us. Oh, I see. This could go horribly wrong.
Or it could be very educational.
I'm going to get ready with my finger on the dump button.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about us and puzzling behavior that we have, and women have a lot of questions about it, and they want to know why we do certain things. For example, I got a message from Pam. The obvious, why don't men lift the toilet seat? When she was 3 years old, she fell in the toilet because someone did that.
Yeah.
And, I just said because guys are lazy. Sometimes they just do that. It's the truth.
I do put it down.
Yeah.
I put it down, even though our house, we're dominated by boys in the house. My wife's the only woman.
Yep.
So
got to put it down. But if you have questions, we are here to help you.
Yeah, it was based on the story that Tingle read. Hey, Allison in Schaumburg. All right, go ahead. You got a question for guys.
Yeah.
What question?
Yeah, I got a question. Why don't they smile in pictures? My family members don't do it. And when I'm online, if you're not smiling in your picture, I think you have no teeth. Why don't they smile?
Let me tell you something, Allison. That's a funny thing that you said that because I have a friend, and anybody who lives in Peatone, if you know Chris Forsyth, he never smiles in pictures.
Why?
And he's got great teeth. And I said, why don't you smile? And he goes, I just don't. So to catch him smiling in a picture, it's a unicorn.
So annoying.
Yeah, I think it's a guys want to be macho. I'm tough. I'm not smiling.
I smile with my teeth. So do you.
Yeah, we do.
But
a lot of guys don't.
Yeah. But we have to take a lot of pictures for the radio station and things like that.
I think it's like a tough thing, I'm not smiling, man.
What's up?
Yeah.
My son has braces.
Macho.
We haven't seen his teeth since 2012.
Yeah. It's got to be at Allison, or they are ashamed of the way their teeth are, and they're uncomfortable with smiling. That's it.
Yeah.
All men?
No, not us.
Not all. Yeah, not all.
Just not you guys.
Yeah.
It's like I said. It's either it's a macho thing, or they're uncomfortable with their teeth.
See, now I'm going to be paying attention to that in pictures on social media.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's not a smiler.
Thank you, Allison.
No teeth, dude.
Bye.
All right, let's go to Gina. Gina in Chicago.
Gina.
I don't think that's her name. Do you have a question for us guys?
Well, I do. Why are men always thinking about sex? It just feels like a constant thing of always just being like, you're thinking about sex, aren't you?
Gina, it's a guy DNA thing.
I disagree. I don't think about it all the time. When I was 18, of course, because you're right in the prime of puberty and all that, and there's nothing you can do. I remember being in high school, and I went for 7 straight hours. And that's all I thought of, and there was nothing I could do about it. I'm trying to concentrate in school. That's a horrible time to be going to high school when those hormones are going crazy.
It's a curse, Gina.
Yeah.
It's a curse. It's a total DNA thing.
I honestly think as you age, I think women think about it more.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, everybody always likes to throw us under the bus. Like, nah, you're just as guilty.
Yes, they definitely, when they're older. Yep.
All right.
You ladies, you know.
All right, let's talk to Kelly. Kelly in Pilsen. You got a question for us guys?
Yes. So I've always wondered, why don't men cry at movies? Or just, like, show any emotion, like, at all or in general?
That's an easy question to answer. A lot of guys don't do it, in my opinion, because they want to have that tough factor, and they don't want to lose it. You can't see them crying, because that'll make them weaker.
See,
they feel not manly enough, not the same.
I think that's getting broken down more and more as the generations go by. Like my dad, he hardly showed any emotions on that stuff. Like there, and this is not a knock on my dad, but that's the way he was brought up. You know, his parents. I don't know if they ever hugged him, because we would go over to my grandparents' house and like we would just say goodbye, but it was almost like we're saying goodbye to a bank teller. You know, it was never like love you and hug goodbye. But then on my mom's side, it was totally different. So I think it's just on how you're brought up on that. If you're brought up with not a whole lot of like affection type that stuff, I think that's kind of like that's the way it kind of is too.
It's a guy just not wanting to feel vulnerable. That's it. He doesn't want to get caught looking vulnerable. Some guys are cool with it. Some guys are not.
See, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah,
as
you're
much.
a crier.
I'm a crier? Now, when you say it like that, you make it sound like I'm weak.
How did I make it sound like weak? I just said
you're
a crier.
I
didn't say it like that. Don't put a tone in my mouth. I didn't say you're a crier. I went, you're a crier. You get emotional.
I get more emotional than you do.
And you're not afraid to show it. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm a cold person. Yes.
You're a cult person?
Cold person.
Oh, cold person.
Yeah.
You have a better ability of putting up a front and pretending things don't bother you.
I don't pretend. They just don't. That's why I said I'm a cold person.
No. I don't think you're a cold person.
I think I am.
No, I think you block it off. I really do. I think you block
pretty cold.
because you don't want to show it. You don't want to show that emotion because then it's like not. I'm in no way am I saying you're weak. I'm saying this in general. I'm saying like it like shows a weakness or something. Like if you show the vulnerability, like, well then I'm gonna look weak. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. It's a vulnerable thing.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah, I don't agree with it. I think I'm just a cold person. I really do.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.